Hare Krishna. Now we just have a few minutes for a lightning round of reflections, realizations from our japa circles over the last few days.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I think the main thing, one of the most important and practical things that I took away is chanting with a feeling of gratitude, because that is a very real emotion that is easy to experience based on the things that Krishna has given us in this life, both materially and spiritually. Materially that help us, for example, be on yatra, or even be able to have a body that can chant and be in a situation where we can associate with other devotees, etc. So it's a very tangible thing that we can tap into, that feeling, and chanting with that feeling has been very powerful for me.
Aditi.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I was thinking today about the just overall japa, this yatra, and I find that even last time and this time, chanting in the dham is a lot, I guess, easier for me, in the sense that whenever I have distractions that go through my mind, it's a lot simpler for me to pull it back. Whether I'm chanting outside while walking to a specific place, or I'm in this room chanting with devotees, I find that it's a lot easier for my mind to be brought back to Krishna. And I really appreciated I think earlier on in the yatra you gave the example of the conveyor belt. I think that's what it was, where we have all these problems and we just have to give them to Krishna. We think about them and we just let them go. And so I've been practicing that a lot this time, and I found it really helpful to just accept it.
Hare Krishna. So, in my chanting, I noticed that I was able to apply your principles of short-term goals. So what I would do is, I would, in my mind, set a goal for the next 5 beads. I'm going to only concentrate on those 5 beads. And then, to me, that's really easy because it's just 5 beads, instead of, if I think that for one whole round I'm not going to think about anything else, that's nearly impossible and also seems impossible, so I'll probably not end up doing it. So I would set a really short goal, 5 beads, I would get through it and then set it again, another 5 beads, because 20 seconds that's around 20 to 25 seconds of concentration, that's fairly easy to do, and I can keep doing that in succession. And then once I do that a few times, it's really easy to continue it. So I thought that was a really helpful way to keep my attention on the name of Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Go ahead, 1, 2.
So just now when I was doing japa, sometimes when we're chanting, our beads get entangled and they get clustered together. And I was just thinking that's kind of similar to how my spiritual life can be. Like if you don't actively endeavor to untangle the beads to continue chanting Krishna's names, you can't continue. So sometimes the beads will get notched up together and you have to loosen it up. And then I was just reflecting on the experience of chanting together with everyone here and on the yatra, and just it's the association that helps loosen the beads, kind of, in a way. It was like a metaphor to me while I was chanting. I was like, wow. And when you're around people that are with like-minded goals and like-minded mindset, and people that are more learned than you, I feel like it's easier to loosen the strings. But when you're with wrong association, the tangling just gets tighter. And that's what I was really thinking on when that happened to me when I was chanting just now.
Hare Krishna. So, yesterday you were talking about fix your japa, fix your life. And I was thinking a lot about the conditions that Rupa Goswami places on chanting, adarat anudinam, that you have to chant with respect every day. And one thing that I feel has been really helping me is thinking or realizing more that Harinam is not just some mechanical thing, it's a person that we're chanting. especially like I was thinking a lot about the final verse of Namashtakam where Rup Goswami says Purame Rasane Rasena Sada. He's praying to Harinam that may you appear on my tongue. And you can't do that to just a sound. There's a person behind it. And that's really been helping me trying to focus and listen to the mantra more.
Hare Krishna. My reflection has been similar to Tejas's, the fact that the holy name is a person. And the day before yesterday, the Mahamantra was on the board, and you said, "Isn't it beautiful?" And I've never really thought about it being beautiful in that way in the written form. So in my mind, I was picturing the words and thinking how beautiful it looks. And it was making me realize that the holy name really is a person. And I have a question on this point. I feel like the thing that's preventing me from connecting is my... Can I just read what I wrote? 1 second. My capacity to be absorbed in the holy name is limited by my expectation of the way that Krishna should or could appear. So do you have any guidance on getting rid of the expectations that we have from the holy name because we're not realizing that he's a person?
You should take a course in expectation management. Just managing expectations is a life-changing experience because we're the ones who develop our own expectations and we can manage them. And if you just think about managing your expectation, start with don't expect anything. I'm just going to be here, and if I get anything, then that'll be fine. I give the example of book distribution. Don't go out to distribute any books. Otherwise, you might be disappointed. Just go out to see what it's like to go in to the bright sunlight and be there and see what it would have felt like if you had distributed books. And when you chant, just see what it feels like to follow footsteps of sadhus who chant and don't think, I have to have anything from it. And if you can manage your expectations like that, then once you adjust them, you'll find a completely different perspective.
One thing I've learned, especially from these sessions, as well as talks with other devotees, is how much more there is to chanting than I know. And understanding that one of my goals for the end of 2025 was to, this is a broader goal, but to have hope or at least understand the possibility that I can do proper chanting, because right now it feels more like an impossible task. So having that, just being able to have that understanding that there is a way to get to that end point of proper chanting, it's very difficult, but it'd be very motivating to get to that step.
Hare Krishna. I can feel that chanting in the Dham is much more potent than, back in USA. Definitely holy name has its own potency complete always. But like before this, I was in Vrindavan, and here it is much more different. And also in the association of devotees, like at home we chant with Prabhupada's chanting. But when I chant among the devotees in the temple or here, especially with you, it really is a lot of effect. I can feel that. Thank you, Prabhuji. That.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. What I've felt that what has helped me, concentrate or to focus on my chanting is before chanting, if I have done something, just to bring Krishna on my mind. For example, today we just went to temple, did, all the prayers, and so that just helps us. Or even if you just read a little bit before you start chanting, that just helps us to immerse our mind and then just connect straight to the Krishna and just bring your focus onto chanting. This is what I even do at home, that before I do my chanting, I just do deity worship, and then recite all these prayers. And because for me, my mind is everywhere. It's just going at 150 miles an hour sometimes. So to bring it and to focus on Krishna and chanting and then have that absorption, I need to just spend a little bit of time before I start chanting, and even just making sure that my physical condition is good enough, so that it doesn't distract me halfway through my chanting. So just keeping myself warm, also just sitting in a place which is comfortable, and taking regular breaks. They all just help me to just do the proper chanting, I would say. Haribol.
Guru Puja. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Radha Madhavastasaki, if you so desire, please leave an impression in our heart how you're a well-wisher, and please let us chant with full awareness that you're personally present in our hearts. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Vanchakalptaruscha, Kripa Sindhave, Vachapatitanam Mahavadivyo.